Hello everyone, and welcome to Fableheim and the beginning of a new series in a new game. Sanctum Expeditions is ready to go. MISTOVER has officially launched. I'm a little late on the release. Sorry about that. I needed some rest, and so I took some rest. The way this series is going to go is each episode will be a quest, and each quest will be an episode. And that's it. Usually, we'll begin in the city, but this is just the introductory quest, as you can see on the right. Explore over 80% of the Misty Forest. So, for the beginning, allow me to catch you up. I need to break this first. We were found wandering the Misty Forest where we are now. Oh, we've already found the exit. With no recollection of why we were there. We were beset by monsters, foul creatures, that we promptly slew, because we're the best. Oops. Saying I'm the best and then being attacked by monsters is kind of hilarious, isn't it? After we slew those monsters, more were ready to pounce. But we were saved by soldiers from town, and they brought us back to the Kingdom of Arta, where we met a very rich and very handsome Duke Heinrich, who has promised to help us figure out why we were in the forest. Well, his exact phrase was, help you regain your memories, which I highly doubt. She is very hurt. But to worry not, I believe in us. Mostly because my Shadow Blade is here to carry. Oh, there are stars in this now. Those weren't there before. So anyway, we are here because Duke Heinrich suggested we join his expedition corps. And we have done so. Hello, this is me from the future. While I was editing this video, I realized I kind of excluded the most important part of the story so far, and that is, there is a giant swirling vortex that is about to consume the world. And we, of course, are the only ones that can help stop that by joining the Expedition Corps and venturing into the many worlds of the mists. Are you confused yet? Don't worry, it will all probably make sense later. Back to the video. Oh, I do have overflowing love. I thought I did not for some reason. I think we're gonna need last prayer. The Immortality Shield, that's a great name. I'm very worried about your health here, lady. I say lady, but I'm pretty sure my paladin's name is Evelyn. She's a great person. I hope. We're about to find out if she's great, actually. I think I'm gonna hide here. This will allow me to open up on someone very quickly. Please don't die. Wait, what am I talking about? She has death immortality. So she shouldn't. Now, one of the tricky things about starting a new campaign is getting abilities that aren't awful. And it took me a few tries to do that. I rolled the dice, I think 4 times, before I found something that I was moderately okay with. And honest, if I'm being honest, I'm still not perfectly okay with this. Your turn is next. I'm probably going to use the Ronin to heal. Hopefully. That's the plan anyway. Because I did bring some potions. Now normally this series will begin in town. Because I want to kind of just have each episode emphasize a quest that you have in the game. Which means going from the start of the quest to getting the expedition ready to doing the quest to turning in the quest, and that will be the episode. So you can see everything that we brought or plan to bring, and you know, all that. She is still bleeding. 93. Okay. You're dead. So I can shoot you. So as far as good abilities are concerned, I don't think I have that many. The Shadow Blade has basically every ability needed to be a single target powerhouse, but I would have liked to have the, I'm just gonna bandage her. 93 is way too much bleeding damage. The ability to pull targets out from this final slot here. So I have very few ways to actually attack this little mushroom dude. It's very unfortunate. I am probably gonna Divine Hands myself, because I can't reach him anyway. I can just Star Bullet and Sweet Foe him to death. Right? Yep. How convenient would he be if he came forward for me? Finally, at long last. Thank you, Lorelei, for killing him. Alright, let us continue our expedition. I think I've said everything that I wanted to say. But if you have any questions, comments, or anything else really, feel free to let me know. And we can adjust. Huh. That's not really what I wanted. I wanted you to follow me. It looked like I couldn't move in his direction, so... But here we go. Please don't hide in the back this time. That would be nice. I would really appreciate it. What am I doing here? I am relying on your power. Let's go ahead and Wind Cutter. Give me some speed. If I had my way, which I rarely do, well, he would have killed her. He would have killed that little bug. But additionally, our witch, Lorelei, would have come with... What's the ability called? Frostbite. I love Frostbite so much. And that would have been very nice to have, but... Can't always get what you want. I'm going to stun, I guess. I also would have liked to have a single target healing ability on our sister, who I believe is named Akasha. I probably should know this, huh? I named them. But 'tis what it is. I can use an ability now. Let's see, what do we got? Recover HP. It'd be great if you were actually taking damage, you know? You have a taunt with this. There's a bleed. Ooh. 80% of your... This is an 80% bleed. That's nuts. That's actually insane. Brands, huh? We don't have a werewolf. I would love to have a werewolf. So... we can try and kill someone. Let's see how much 200% of your attack actually is. Alright, respectable. And the killing blow restored all of his things. So it's a little bit like the Grim Reaper. Not exactly. We're gonna heal ourselves with the Paladin. We have some power. Do we release it? Sure. That should... maybe not. You know what, I'm gonna finish him off. I do love bleeds, but I'm not gonna trust them there. Reflect, oh no. Oh. Uh-oh. I was gonna use Bloodthirst Sword, but I cannot. Because he has moved forward. Let's just heal again. And then we finish him off. Probably with Sting Heart. The one downside of playing the Shadow Blade with the single target build is that, as you saw, if you have to attack an enemy that's guarding, let's actually restore our formation. There we go. If you have to attack an enemy that's guarding, you can reflect a lot of damage onto yourself. In the demo, I think my record was reflecting... How much did I reflect? It was like 80 damage or something onto myself. It was... honestly impressive. Aww. Alright, don't miss. Good job. Thank you for coming in for me, Lorelei. Being there, hitting when it mattered. That's what really counts. Well, I don't really have anything... I lost my train of thought there. I was trying to think of a way that I could help our poor little Ronin, but I'm not sure. When someone is reflecting, you can go ahead and use like bleeds and stuff, because the damage reflected is very little, because you deal very little damage. You know what? We're just gonna buff. Thank you. I'm not a fan of this reflecting crap. He must have heard me say that, because now he's reflecting again. We can go ahead and kill it with you. Dealt 12 damage. So impressive. Yes, show me what you can do. So I hope no one minds, but the only language available is Japanese, so you're going to hear them, you know, talking in Japanese. They do have English bubbles that pop over their head, but they go away pretty quickly. So, keep that in mind. I would like to use this. Let's test it out. See, I reflected 4, but I bled for 23. It'll be okay. How much was that bleed? I didn't see it. Okay, I'll stun you too. Ooh, 30 crit. That's very good for the sister. What a sting. We can Flame Spiral here. And it's dead. We can... What can we do? We can try and restore some mana. Or I can just kill it. Well. There we go. I should have just guarded with him. Oh well. Because with counterattack, he moved up in the turn order. What am I thinking about? Thinking about food. Usually thinking about food. Yep. Walked into that. So I did 2 things wrong here. 1, my luminosity was so low that I couldn't see these guys, and I just kept walking and walked right into them. And 2, I didn't restore my formation, so we're all thrown all over the place. If anything, I need my sister to move up. That would be nice. I can't actually use all of your abilities for once. So we could pop an evade here. I don't usually use this ability, but you know what, we're going to for once. Give it a go. That was a lovely little visual effect. I didn't read what her... Please tell me that wasn't what I think it is. Alright. Thank you, Wild Magic. I love how quirky you are. Quirky and infuriating. So the evasion buff will hopefully help us not get owned. We can actually release power. Oh, no. Screw it. We want to try and kill him. There we go. Even though we didn't have any power stacks, it can still be worth releasing your power. Because it hits pretty well, as you saw. Then we can sting hard. Get our witch back into the middle column. Good dodge. The witch, as you may have guessed, is very fragile. She is quite the glass cannon, so any form of evasion is very helpful. Speaking of evasion, with our normal formation, we do have +9 evasion, thanks to there being 3 people in the middle. So that's what I would recommend if you are... Well, I recommend it usually, but especially early on in the campaign, I recommend 9 evasion, because everyone's pretty weak without armor, so the enemy missing more frequently helps you out a lot. And unfortunately, this rude little bug is hiding in the final column, so all we can do is sit here and wait for the witch and the sister to kill him. Good. We're gonna let the witch do it so everyone else can get some mana. Well, specifically the sister. There we go. Now you crit Lorelei. Oh well. So I'm going to eat some polluted seeds. Polluted items, they're given to you when you start off, but polluted items are when you bring a consumable into an expedition and you don't use it. Their efficacy is reduced, and they have a chance of triggering a negative effect upon use. Now our line of sight is reduced because of the luminosity lower level of luminosity, which I could fix. I wasn't being stingy. Alright, let's not be stingy. I guess what I was trying to say with the polluted thing is that there's no reason not to use your consumables. Now the paladin has a crush obstacle which you could use to clear that, but I decided to sacrifice health instead of food because we're, you know, given a brisk walk. I did forget to mention this earlier, but we are playing on normal mode. The reason is because, first of all, the doomsday clock is kind of rude on hard mode. Oh, I didn't fix my formation again. Oh, and you got hit really hard. That's not good. The doomsday clock moves faster on hard mode, and I would like... Oh boy. I would like not everything to murder me, you know, more than it already is, so that I can experiment with fun group compositions, because that's what I really enjoy doing in these games. And that's why I'm going to be focusing more on quests than I will be focusing on, you know, the storyline. I realized what I just did. I realized a little late, but I realized it. Oh, why did you get to move first? Alright, fine. We'll give you and the paladin some evasion. Oh good, the wild magic helped me this time. The witch, all witches I believe, start with a jinx, which is a passive, that causes a random effect to happen whenever you use magic, or an ability. That was very rude. We can have the Ronin probably heal her, or at least bandage her. We are running out of bandages. Additionally, if you are going to try and play the lottery and keep re-rolling your guys until you get something that you want, make sure that your sister gets... I can't remember what it's called now. Sable Cloud? It removes bleed effects. And as you could see, that would be very helpful right now. But I just went with what I got after I rolled a few times. I was mostly happy that I got a very good Shadow Blade roll. Like I said, she has basically everything that she needs for... What do I want to do here? Everything that she requires for like a one-shot build. So, gave me a good place to start. Boom. That should be enough to kill him after his turn. Not a fan of you moving like this, though. I have to say. She should be fine, though. We'll just guard with her and... Oh, it's not dead. Alright, well. Here's a poke. You missed. Wow. That is not what I wanted you to do. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's give it a stun. He is guarding, but now he has to spend his turn removing the stun. All part of the master plan. Kind of. Just get everyone topped off. We do restore health when we're running around on the dungeon map because of food. Well, as long as we have food. So it's not super important. I'd say almost replenishing mana is more important. But you also replenish mana. And make sure you're lighting all these flowers, because they restore your luminosity bar. It's a percentage, so as you increase, as you increase your maximum luminosity, these will still be relevant. We finally found our reveal the entire map treasure from these debris, logs, things. We'll go ahead and use crush obstacles here. Here is the special rewards we are promised for completing this place. Not the best rewards I've ever seen. I would have loved a weapon. But, speaking of a weapon, my bag is full. Heresy. Those items are used... Which ones are those? They're one of the crafting items, so they're either used to identify rare items or to fuse items together. I can't remember which. But guess who forgot to restore their formation again because he was too busy talking? Oh well. We should be fine. We'll kind of just repeat what we did last time, I guess. Uh-oh. That was bad. We moved forward. Well, that's really not what I wanted. Oh well. Let's get a provoke going on Evelyn. You can kill him? Yep. Nah, it's only 19 bleed. No big deal. We can go ahead and invade this huge front line, which is very abnormal. When you have 3 people in the front line, that increases your guard. So, whoa. So currently our guard is increased by 9, which is nice if we're guarding, but... Actually, does it change proactively, or is it just when you set out? I'm actually not sure about that. But anyway, the witch's wild magic triggered, and she moved. In a not-so-great situation. Thankfully. Actually, it's kind of funny now, because the Paladin and the Shadowblade can now kind of go back and forth, charging forward, which is really funny. I can't use that still. Guess I'll just use this. It's a good animation. Actually, it's a great sound is what it is. I didn't mean to hit that one. Oh well. I can heal myself, but I'm not that afraid. I ain't scared of no ghost. What I am afraid of, I guess, is my Shadowblade being hurt. Promise I was going to finish that thought. Alright, move here. I really dislike spending my entire turn to move, but sometimes you just have to do it. The witch, well, my witch, does have access to Wild Surge, which would allow her to use any ability in any position, but meh. Meh. That's all I have to say to that. Can be very useful if you are being forcefully moved about, but we were just being moved about to her idiocy, you know? To her whimsy. Wait, there's a second map exploration? I thought there was only one. More polluted food, that's great. Bag is full. I'm not used to the bag being full this early. Well, I'm also used to having all of the bag research, so that's the thing. Alright, that was it. So we're heading over to the right now. I also recommend planning your course very carefully, because as you can see, taking excess steps cannot be, or can be hard on your resources. Actually, there's no reason not to use the unpolluted stuff, because it will just become polluted at the end of the expedition. So I might as well use the good stuff while I have it. Oops. I did it again. You know what? I'm gonna have to like write a post-it note. Reset formation and just stick it at the bottom of the screen. Reset formation. Do it. At least you can use abilities. That's nice. She got speed plus 25 from the ability, speed minus 25 from the wild magic. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. Do I just put Last Prayer preemptively on the Paladin? I don't think so. I'm actually gonna stun this guy. Let the Paladin heal herself. I'm actually going to hide and set up a release power. I haven't used that ability yet, have I? It's a good ability. The Shadow Blade, when you're doing the single target stuff, is all about stacking, collect power, and various... Oh, you're in trouble. And all sorts of buffs to then release it and deal catastrophic damage to a single person. You lost defense again. Why? I guess I'll do this. We are going to go ahead and pop Prayer of Love. This is a column ability, so helpful. Oh. The bright side is she missed, which means she didn't reflect that damage onto herself. But she missed, so he's going to live. And now I'm about to reflect a ton of damage onto myself, so this is not super smart. Oof. 69. Nice. Nice. Oh, I need to keep holding the C button. I wish that was just one of those, like an option that you could set on or off. I want fast animations. Yes, I don't need to hold the button. That guy's dead. This guy could be dead. Guess I'll hit this one. Is that win? Sure. Well, at least she killed it. Oh, now you get the defense increase, of course. I actually need to move you back, but I don't think I can. Let's go here. Try and eradicate 2 threats at once. I don't actually have any provokes up, which is unusual. Okay, he's dead. Was that a 74? Oh. Goodbye. Oh my goodness. They're hitting so hard. Stop it, please. Oh no. Okay, he has to die, but I'm gonna leave that to the Ronin. Don't fail me now, thank you. Thank you, Masamune, I think is what I named you. Let's heal the front row. Because the sister is up there for some reason. By some reason, I mean a very annoying bug. Good crit. No. Ooh, that evasion. See? Every touch of evasion increases your chance of having a miracle moment like that. Reset formation. Good. It's hard for me to press Q and Z at the same time. Should probably change them, but oh well. Let's head over here. We are taking it very slow. The bag is full. But I opened the chest, so it counts for the Doomsday, right? There's a luminosity, so we can actually see. And I think that was everything. I did see a monster respawn, but we don't have to kill respawned monsters. I might have missed one, but you know what? Our quest was to explore over 80% of the Misty Forest, and we completed that with flying colors. So let's head back to base. First return. Here's the tutorial. I don't need the tutorial. Everyone has gained a rank. Well done, well done. The first cooperative ability requires a werewolf. Nice. Blue Vegas. Destiny change. Oh, I hate that one. Chain downpour. Seal breaker. Ugh. Can't use that one. Can't use it. Hurts my eyes. How did we do on the Doomsday? Nice. Defeated enough monsters, opened enough treasure chests, discovered enough debris. That's actually a new feature. Good job. I like this one. We turned the clock back because we are the best. The mysterious Doomsday clock, yep. As the name suggests, as it moves closer to midnight, you move closer to Doomsday, the end of the world. So, let us go turn in our quests to this lovely assistant of Duke Heinrich. And here we are. Yes, I would love to report the results. It went great, thank you, Stella.
まあ、そうやって慣れるもんだろう。僕らのために早く慣れてもらわないとな。
Yes, Heinrich, I am going to adapt. We don't have much time. We have plenty of time. He predicted the end of the world, wow. So now you're trying to figure out the Book of Prophecies. The mist devouring the world, espers destroying the world. Yes, yes, the Pillar of Despair. All these terrible things. We have several weeks at most. Well, not if I can. I have anything to say about that. I turned back the Doomsday Clock. Didn't weren't you guys watching? Pray that we are ready. Don't worry, lady. I'm always ready. So with that, our first request is complete. We are worthy to be members of the expedition. And now we set out to conquer the rest of the Misty Forest. So thank you all for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. This was just the first episode with the introductory quest. We move on to bigger and more exciting things. Let me know what you think of this format. If you want to see more of the story, less of the story, just show me the killing, whatever you think. And of course, make sure audio is okay. Whatever your input is, I would love to hear it. So until next time, bye-bye.